Hello, guys. Good morning. It's crazy. As soon as I'm about to go live, they want to start cutting the grass and stuff. I guess that's symbology too. It's very symbolic. Grass cutting. They say keep your grass low, right? Okay, so channel messages as soon as I come on. This is going to be a deep message. Those of us who have the hardest callings, right? And I say us because there's many of us, right? Those of us who have the greatest callings go through the greatest amount of tests. And we're meant to learn a lot of lessons. And ultimately, these lessons are for us to, hello, good morning. These lessons are for us to better be able to maneuver this 3D reality. Okay? So I'm going to talk very deeply about some things because it's a deep energy. Okay. I don't want to make light of this because there is a purpose. There is a purpose for your storm. There is a purpose for your tribulation. There is a purpose for your pain. Good morning, right? There is a purpose for all the deception. And when you're going through it, I'm trying to help us all evolve. I'm trying to help us get out of this 3D matrix, okay? So if it's for you, it's for you. Good morning. Okay. See, I know my top three. I know. I'll say I got top four. She's not here right now, but I know who she is. Thank y'all. There's a reason for this. And I do truly feel like this goes way, way, way back. This is why we are old souls. Okay? When we talk about lineage, when we talk about bloodline, okay? That's very important to understand. It's not just our family that we knew in this reality. Okay? And then when we start to take it a level further, we have to understand, I keep saying this and I've always said it, where we come from. Okay? Beyond our familial lineage. I just saw 222. I'm going to read the channel messages that I have, and then we're going to get deep into what I'm trying to say here. Okay? But for many, this retrograde energy, why do we go back? Why do we have a life review? Why does time, right, literally go back to the past? That's what retrograde is. It's for a life review. Why are we receiving a life review? What are we being tested on? What lessons in the past led up to this life review? And for what test are we studying? It's deep. Many of us were born into this reality to be actual earth angels. Let's take it a step further. To be actual messiahs. Let's take it a step further. Prophets, which are messiahs, they're the same thing. When we say that you have been chosen since birth, this is literally what this means. And I say this to say, those of you guys who are chosen and anointed have 333, have gone through the most, but for the highest purpose. And God truly is using you, setting a tone. He knew exactly what he was doing. Because again, this goes back to the beginning, where there has always been jealousy, envy, deception. We're going to talk about that. But it's also because of who you are. It's what's in you. It's not on you. It's not how you look, how much money you have. It's about your spirit. We are spirits with a body, not the other way around. So, what is in you is why you, but it's also what's going to lift you, inspire you, change you, grow you. It's all for God's purpose. Many people with these callings, okay, that have to get up here and give these messages, they don't want to, they don't like it, but God has placed them here for something, and it's something great. Not for that individual, but for God's purpose, for this world. And this is why many people say it's bigger than us. Because when we pass all the lessons, we see why it is bigger than us. It's for every individual walking this world, humanity that we live in. Okay? So let me get to the channel messages, then we'll get the cards or whatever. Okay? So I had started out this morning with a certain message, and then it was like, it got like, it's so weird how, like, I don't know. My channeling's coming very weird. Very, very weird. Because they'll start out one way, then like an hour later, again, that pause before acting, it's like God takes it another route to tie it all in together. Okay. So we all know, right? The devil comes to steal, kill, destroy. We all know all that stuff. We done seen how the tactics have been played, right? Well, for many of us, they started with the second one that I just said. And when the magic didn't work and they couldn't do that, right? Then they tried to steal from us, right? That didn't work. They tried to destroy us, right? So now it's like, okay, God used all that for a purpose. Because everything they tried to take from you, however they tried to destroy you, however they tried to remove you, God is going to be replacing those things, repositioning you. He said it would happen. This is why I feel like God is turning people to believers. Because more people believe in the demonic forces that they can see than the heavenly one they can't. God will never be seen. He will be felt. He will be known to be true and to be real. Okay. So, the devil uses people, right? So does God. Never told how God reverses. Okay, it's never been told how God was going to reverse everything that they were going to do. When God reverses, you see the people the devil used, but you also see why people attracted you. Why people attacked you. It's the God in you. You'll never see, like I said, you'll never see a devil, but his people will see and know God. Understand? That's the illusion. That's the biggest illusion. Okay? The devil promises what only God can deliver. Okay? Promises. But God brings deliverance. Okay? The devil or Satan, okay, we all know, is Lucifer. Let's talk about it. This is a fallen angel. Remember I said the other day, or a couple months back, God created the dark and the light. God created all in existence. Everything that people believe in, God created, but they don't believe in him, right? So if God created the darkness, God created the devil, Lucifer. That was his son, right? And what was the story? This is why you must know what you talk about. This is why there is no fear. Because if God created Lucifer, there was a battle in heaven, right? We all know this story. God cast Lucifer out of heaven, correct? Made him come down here, right? And they said that he would go on to deceive the nations, correct? So this fallen angel, which was God's son that he created, is down here roaming around thinking he's a living God. But God knew when he cast him out that he was going to deceive the nations. 8:48 on the time. So God then did what? Okay. Let's see. He is one who felt he had more power than God. Like I said, so God cast him out of heaven to deceive the nations. He was still created by God. So God uses him to show people he is real. Even people that don't realize that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Okay? In these times right now, pretty much. And he sent Jesus to teach the truth of God because he was needed. Okay? Jesus was an earth angel. We're going to get deeper. Okay? Now, they always talk too in the Bible about, let's talk more about Jesus' reason for coming here. Jesus was the teacher, right? He was an ascended master, okay? He came here to wake people up to who God was, wake people up to the truth, right? Wake people up to the truth about dark and light, all this other stuff, pretty much. Now, they always talked about the second coming of the Christ or Jesus Christ, which is us. People think that Jesus Christ is coming back as one individual or one person or whatever. There are many messiahs. There are many prophets who speak on behalf of God. that have Jesus within them, the Christ. Christ is love. Christ is light. It's an energy. It's a godly, divine energy. The devil is a demonic energy. There's only two sides. There's only two sides. There's divine and there's demonic. People pick their side, lover's card. But ultimately, it is what is within them. You understand? Their heart. You don't have a choice in your heart. You are who you are at your heart. We're going to take this a step further. We're going to talk about how God's favored, God's chosen tribe was the tribe of Judah, as I said before. The representation of the tribe of Judah is the lion. Why is that? The lion is the king or queen of their own jungle, their own territory. Let's take it a step further. The lion is ruled by the heart. This is why they speak on weighing of the heart. Now, for those of you guys who are in your calling, okay, this is because your heart is pure, right? To begin with, from the start. Jesus comes from the tribe of Judah. He is a teacher. He is your teacher. It is why you have been taught and led the way you have. It is why you believe that love is the highest vibration of all. So yes, when they talk about you being royalty and all this, yes, you are. It goes a lot deeper than people want to speak on. They're not talking about this stuff in churches. They don't want you to understand how connected you are to the source that you be praying to. It is within you. But not everyone has this within them. And this is why you go through so much oppression, so many blockages, so much envy, so much evil eye, because of what's in you. It's not how you look. It's not what you say. It's the energy that you give off. It's the truth that you hold. It's the fortitude. You don't think back in those times, the tribe that would stand up, be the leader of all nations, that those individuals from those other tribes didn't have envy and jealousy in their hearts. If we are descendants of who we come from, a lot of you chosen ones, whether you know it or don't know it, come from this tribe of Judah. Okay? And a lot of you guys are dealing with the descendants of individuals from other tribes, you understand, spiritual warfare. But at the same time, you guys have to understand the people from the tribe of Judah, okay? They held some heavy positions. I'm channeling this right now. I'm not looking at no paper. They come from some heavy positions of the past. I'm seeing the past life deck in my third eye right now. I'm literally seeing the past life deck. And I'm seeing certain cards in that deck. Spirituality and religion as one. I'm also seeing the one where it says like scribes. A lot of you guys were writers. I'm also seeing like the one with the gavel, the justice and lawmakers. The tribe of Judah, okay? They are individuals who are known, 1404, 144, to be people that sat in positions of power. They were lawmakers. They were judges. They were lawyers. They were writers. They were poets. They were creatives. They were artists. They set a lot of things in motion. It's another reason why lion stands over the tribe of Judah. Why it is symbolic to many individuals. And when you look at your tarot deck and you look at the cards that have the lion in them, there is a reason for it. You interpret your tarot deck the way you want to. But I see a lot of the sun energy, a lot of yellow, okay? And I see a lot of red, and I see a lot of lions. There's a reason for that. Okay. If you know where you come from, you know who you are, okay? Jesus is the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the leader of the tribe, okay? If we talk in ancestry, right? There's another reason why they say in the Bible too, God says about Jesus, like loving your brother and your sister type energy. Okay, Jesus was a teacher to many individuals, right? But he is also, through God, our brother. Understand? We are connected at a soul space. Some people can't get this deep. Some people will never get this deep, but this is a lesson, a test for many chosen individuals. Why you? Okay? And it's crazy. I got a son, okay? And what does it say? Radiate what? Love? Okay. No. I don't know. I swear to God, I just put on a sweater. Say. Okay. Royalty and the lawmaker when it comes to God. Now this goes to when a lot of people are, certain readers are getting the judgment card, okay, with 1616 in their deck. Who has the power to call judgment? The ones who the power was given. And I'm not talking about worldly power, all that stuff. I'm talking about, when we're talking about what we're talking about, God, spirituality, all these things, tying it in. Why you? Why do you have the position that you have? Because God placed you in it. When we talk about you being called and chosen for something and you answering your call, God put you in a position to be able to call judgment on situations because he knew that you were in the sector, okay, that we are in, the spiritual sector, the leader of said thing, said calling, because you understand, or you will soon understand, why you were chosen, why you were called. A lot of people are getting that judgment card, and that's why. How it comes out is important too. Again, we be saying we'll be talking about collectives, but our energy is included. So look at the readers and look at the cards. It's important. A reader getting the judgment card in the upright, that's a true prophet. That's a true Messiah. They truly have the power and the authority over the spiritual realm to call judgment on situations. Okay. This is why God places certain people in certain places. So you may have felt like what you do, there wasn't a position for you. There wasn't a place for you. You were too different. You know, your messages don't sound like everybody else's. They're not meant to. Some of you guys, like I said in the past, were meant to get on here and call out things that were wrong. God placed you there for that. God knew that you were going to be in these situations where people were going to test you, but you had to know you. And the more you know you, the more these lessons that were meant to test you would bring you into passing judgment card in the upright. You passed your test. So what comes after the passing of the test? It's the passing of the torch. God uses every individual for his specific purpose. And if you have the mindset that it's bigger than you, then what is your purpose here? To continue the legacy of teaching the right way. It's not about receiving a physical promise at all. Rather, it is you receiving a blessing, okay, whatever that is, that God is going to give you for bringing people to the truth of him. It has, when God says stand in your truth, right? Stand in your purpose. Why is he saying that? Your purpose and your truth go hand in hand. Your truth is you went through blah, 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 blah because of your purpose. 1919 Sun card, okay? And with that being said, people don't understand the weight, 10 of wands, of your calling, which leads to your purpose. Like I said before, and why you do and move the way you do and the things that you do. But God sees eventually he's going to get the praise. He's going to get the glory. He's going to get the fact that through the world, for so long, people have not believed. They've been false prophets. They've been false teachers. But at the end of it all, what God is going to be able to do is make himself seen through every test that you have had to go through. If it makes sense, it makes sense. Ultimately, when I talk about that fallen angel energy, they're still angels. They still have the same gift, capabilities, and powers. But you see, they were deceived. But God knew they would be deceived. So why do you have to keep going in front of these demons and these witches and these warlocks and these negative Nancys and bitter Bettys? And why you? Because God's using you to stand in the forefront, at the forefront, to change the hearts of many. You understand? It's bigger than you. God wants to save individuals. That's why you're here. And if you ain't out here coming from a heart space, trying to save individuals, 2112, thank you very much. What are you doing it for? You must first know yourself. You must first save yourself. You must do all that you can for yourself. And God will give you what you deserve because God is watching you. He's watching you. When God gives you a mission and a purpose and a calling in this world, He's watching you. He sees the other shit, but He's watching you. Okay, I see what they're doing. I'm going to tell her what they're doing, him or her. All right. Now they know. How are they going to move? God knows your heart. So anything that is too heavy for you, yeah, God's going to step in on your behalf. It's for you to know. It's for you to see. The other people eventually, what God is hoping is they will get on board. And they'll be like, damn, the way he moved for that one, I want him to move for me. God's going to do what he's going to do, regardless of how we see it or believe it. That's just the truth of the matter. Okay. So that's what I got for that. Y'all are teachers because the ultimate teacher is running through you. You are a divine force and source of creation. Everything that comes from you is divine. Everything that your hands touch have the power to be blessed, to be healed. Witches and all that, they do magic, right? Warlocks, they do magic, spells, and all this other stuff. You don't have to. You are literally the magic. Now, remember what they said about Jesus. He was crazy. He was this, he was that, because he could heal people, right? So healers out here, spiritualists out here, you got that same blood running through you. You got that, and Jesus was a real person. An ascended master is someone who literally physically walked this earth. You just got to make that clear. So you have this divine blood running through you. It's why you speak things into existence. It's why for you who are connected to this energy, spirit, divine, Christ-like consciousness, whatever, it runs in your bloodline. It's in your actual DNA. It's in your makeup. God knew what he was doing when he made each and every individual. So whatever it is you're going through, chosen ones who feel like, I'm tired of this, I don't want to do this, think about why you. And hopefully this message will help you understand that it's way bigger than you. And when we talked, I remember one of tarot cards said something about changing laws for the changing times. Like that was a download I got. And eventually, one day, maybe there will be some laws that protect spiritual individuals. I deleted all these different things. But you have this at your core, at your root, because it's where you come from. Your ancestors are a bunch of people that made changes, that were warriors, that fought for the good, that were sent to save, heal, and bring people into newness. Now you got to understand that doesn't come easy. So I was getting a download this morning about, oh, why are they talking about this? No one cares about that. Now they're just causing conflict. No. In order to undo a situation, you have to undo a situation. And if conflict was the situation, you don't think it's going to take conflict to undo that? But that was cast upon you. That was wished over your life. And so with many of you getting these downloads of what actually happened to you, it's only going to thrust you more into your purpose, show you more how to heal, show you more why you were attacked, and how you can use those to help you grow and help others. There's a reason we just went through that season. And I hope no one's getting this lost in translation. I hope we're all able to see eye to eye on what I'm saying. Those who resonate will resonate. Those who don't, it's not meant for you. I'm just here to give the message. Okay. Set your course. Okay. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan. Know you're going in the right direction. There's that cat energy once again. Okay. Manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of your conditions. There's that skunk energy. Okay. You know what the skunk stands for. We ain't getting into all that. Okay. Manage to be glad. Like I say every day. Grand morning. Make it a good day. It takes work. You gotta make it a good day. Because for a lot of us, we don't just wake up and it's a beautiful day. We're grateful that we're alive. But it's yet again another day that we are battling spirits and principalities and energies and nastiness. So you have to manage to be glad. You understand? And with that being said, create your own happiness regardless of conditions. Impossible things. Working through disbelief, imaginative leaps. A lot of people are going to get a fresh perspective. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. Follow the white rabbit. Curiosity meets opportunity. I'm getting that energy of set your sights higher. Think bigger. Forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. This is God giving a regeneration, a rebirth. Y'all went through a lot. We went through a lot. And this is God doing the ultimate clearing of our energy during this retrograde. Wake up. It's your moment. A lot of you guys are waking up. It's your moment. You are rare and free. There are not many like you. And all in the golden afternoon, okay? Inspiration. We keep talking about this creative spark, right? Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception. This is where a lot of things are going to be. I'm hearing back at 1, because 1 is the beginning of a new cycle, correct? After your lessons, after your tests, now you're on to something new. Whatever that is for you. And it's crazy because we started with set your course, right? And at the bottom of this deck, find a lesson. First card out was set your course. You see where this is going. The course, the lesson, the test. Okay. Discover the purpose in a situation and trust that you are learning. Discover your purpose and trust that you are learning as you set out on your course. It has a lot to do with life path here. Okay. So I said, God, what do you need people to know? The Tower. Okay. Sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, okay? Awakening, release, sudden insight. A lot of people are going to be getting sudden insight. Death, endings, beginnings, change, transformation, transition, metamorphosis, end of a cycle. This is heavy transformative energy. Ultimately bringing you to the Fool, that new beginning. New beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, pleasure. Look at this. Whatever was meant to end, whatever was meant to stop at the hands of other individuals, yes, for many of us, right? But also at the hands of God. When God comes in and causes towers, this is an ultimate ending, an ultimate collapse of something faulty. 3033, 333, okay? For you to be able to begin again with new hope, new faith, new optimism. Only God can do that. This is Justice, the Magician. This is what you manifested for yourselves. Your lessons, your tests, all that, those courses, you had to go to school, that spiritual boot camp. It had to be made really, really hard and difficult for you to see how bad you wanted that light, to see how bad you wanted to bring truth and clarity to yourself, justice to those you love, justice for the injustices that you have been facing. For a lot of you, it wasn't even just you, it was your ancestors before you. Those that came after you, the injustices they stood to receive if you did not stand in your light. God is bringing in justice. Remember, we said a lot of people be wanting justice, right? But you got to manifest it for yourself. So this is what you guys been doing. While individuals been out here manifesting injustices and chaos and conflict and endings and stoppages and blockages and obstacles and all that stuff, all you did through that time was stand in your light, see the truth of what was going on, and manifest justice for yourself. That's what God helps you do. And now, since you passed your test, you are able to call judgment on situations that you know are not of the light. You are literally here. I don't want to say whistleblower, but many of you chosen ones are here for this very, very purpose: to wake the sleep, to gather the flock, to shine light on often dark situations, but to cause renewal and rebirth in this reality that is ultimately going to allow individuals to be set free from whatever darkness it is they're living in. And you don't have to know what that is. You just need to know that you are the one to call it out and bring it to the light. Like I said before, this retrograde is bringing about an ending to this conflict energy on why you had to be the one to stand in this energy and face all those things. The competition energy, people trying to tell you who you was and who you wasn't. But this is also the energy of you having to stop having that inner turmoil of why you are a chosen vessel of light. It's because the world is needing you. It's also the talking about an ascension. You are out of, released from. Some of you I'm hearing getting your wings type energy. You're in this world, but not of it. This was like for a lot of people, their final ascension out of this 3D, you know what they call it. Wow. I said you're getting your wings. Yeah, literal. Literal. Where's the world card? You're getting your wings. You don't have no wings right here. You complete a cycle. Those that love support you. Remember, creativity and communication with that three. The world is speaking to you. The world is supporting you. The world loves you. The world is cheering you on. You are now in this energy, a true earth angel, a true messiah, a true prophet, a true healer, because of this test that needed to be passed. Understand? This is for the individual. And this is what you had to do. You had to choose. Let's go back to the beginning of the message where we talked about, right? How God allowed whoever, okay, to descend in the earth, cast them out. There were two choices: the divine or the demonic. The individuals that went against you didn't know who you were. You didn't know who you were. Many of us were cloaked. Many of us had no idea. We just thinking it's the magic and as low vibrational as that, but there's a higher reason. So by you choosing who you are innately, you are love. Has nothing to do with another person. Who you are is love. You ruminate love. You ruminate light. You ruminate healing. You're an angel. Hearing, thank God I found you. I was lost without you. Who was that, Mariah Carey? Okay. So that's what it is. That's the message I got today. Someone needed it. Why did you have to walk away? Why did you have to leave that situation? Why did you have to cut that out? Why did you have to stop talking to this person? Why did you have to call your energy back? All of that is because of this, okay? Now I'm telling you, with that tower collapsing, Four of Wands talks about something that is sturdy, a firm foundation, that is rooted in something. These are your ancestors right here that are saying, welcome home. 1111, a lot of you guys have seen 1111. Talks about a spiritual awakening. Could be the start of a spiritual awakening or the ending of a spiritual awakening that is leading to a transformation. Whatever it is, you are being celebrated. You got more people that celebrate you than don't. And that's what you need to focus on. Focus on those that love you. Focus on those that need you. Focus on those that God called you to focus on. Okay? What else? Most High, enlightenment. Many chosen ones are getting enlightened. And you do need to know, okay, that there are people. Here's seeing a lot of threes here. This is very divine energy, okay? That Trinity energy, very divine energy. You're going to start seeing threes a lot if you haven't already. I called out 333 already. I think I said 1313. I don't know. This talks about collaboration, teamwork, okay? In the 3D physical, this talks about contracts coming together. This talks about, business situations working out. If you have a platform, your platform is going to be doing very well. If you guys were manifesting over this time, like all blockages being removed from your platform, they are. I can speak firsthand. There was many blockages on my platform, and I appreciate those who removed them. Three of Pentacles, because people behind the scenes are starting to understand as well. The physical people behind the scenes are starting to understand your calling and your purpose and why you are needed. 3737, that's 1010, that's judgment, is it not? With that being said, Three of Pentacles in a spiritual sense is talking about you have people working behind the scenes all the time. Those ancestors, all of them, they're working behind the scenes. This also talks about mind, body, and soul working together in unison, in harmony at this time. Yep. Wheel of Fortune. Something here about your destiny. And the past that you went through does not define it. The past doesn't define where you're going. Yep. A lot of you guys, it's truly your destiny. It's your calling. It's your purpose. You were called. You see, blowing of the horns. You're getting a lot of ringing in your ears as well. Spiritual message, spiritual downloads are coming in. All right. This is your destiny. To give back what you were given. To teach those what you were taught. To show what you have been shown. The Six of Pentacles is not just about paying for a service. The Six of Pentacles, again, talks about humanitarianism, charity, giving back. You have much to give. You're destined to give. All of the knowledge that you have received, there's no way you can hold it in. That's not why you received it. And if people don't want to hear your messages, then those aren't your people. But there is something within you, chosen individuals, that you were destined to share with others. Okay? The Six of Pentacles, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, charity. I can't make this up. Sharing. And the Wheel of Fortune. Good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs. What's happening is unpredictable. Again, people keep trying to read your birth chart and get readings on you and pull cards on you every day and all this other weird stuff. You see the card that says your fate is unpredictable. Okay. So they should stop doing that. Because like I said, God is cloaking you. God is cloaking you. You see that, right? Let me just show it again. Unpredictable. Your fate, your destiny is unpredictable by the person that is trying to wish anything other than what God has for you on it. So they can keep looking, they can keep reading, they can keep pulling cards. They're never going to see what God has for you. Because God will change it every time someone thinks they have power over your destiny. That's how God works. Don't ever think that. Okay, what else? Give me a couple more cards on those sides. What do you want? The collective to know. 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay? You are in alignment. You know and understand personal values. Okay? That's pretty much what I see with that card. You're not disillusioned. You're not confused about your destiny. Upright. 8 of Wands. Speed. Rapid action. Movement. Things are changing swiftly. Manifesting quickly. Quick decisions. Air travel. That also talks about communication, downloads, air, energy, Mercury, communication. Again, I remember the other day I was talking about a lot of things going on in the sky. Here we go again with this, these noises that set off frequencies that do whatever they're supposed to do in the sky or whatever. I don't know. It don't work. It used to, but it don't no more. I don't know. That's that energy too. A lot of you guys might be noticing a lot more like air travel around where you live, a lot of noise, planes like flying very low type energy. You only know this if you know this, okay? But it's saying it right there. What else? Okay. Yep, Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Sag new moon, correct? Okay, temperance, balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, finding your meaning. This is what this test was for you. To find your meaning, your place in life, your balance, your harmony. It can only affect you when you don't know these things about yourself. Okay. Devil reverse, Ace of Pentacles. We know what this means. It's still happening for you. Okay? Abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career or financial opportunity, new venture, prosperity. Why are you getting this? Look at these cards. Why are you getting this? Why are you getting this, chosen one, and who is it coming from? You're getting more so you can give more, 42, 44. This is the thing with this type of energy. Let's just be real, right? They never have enough. And what they want to hoard. They want to be greedy with their blessings. I remember once being taught when I first got into spirituality that certain people have more because God wants certain people to give. Certain people have less because God wants certain people to work for the more. Now, here's the thing. The people that I said this the other day about this wealth transfer, this is happening worldwide. This isn't just, right here. What God is seeing is that there are individuals that have, but aren't giving, aren't sharing, aren't seeing situations where there are people that need certain things and aren't making and applying the proper changes to make those things come about. God sees all things that are done under the sun. Understand? So a lot of these individuals that are greedy and hoarding wealth and finances and this and this and that, and keeping the poverty level where it is, and the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer, God's gonna do something whole different with that whole thing. I'm just a messenger. I don't know what he's gonna do, and I don't want to know. Okay? But you chose less that have gone through your season of lack. People think it was at their hands. You understand? Now, there are some people that did take things from you that in turn caused a domino effect in your life that caused you to lose things. I understand. I see the plot, the plan, the scheme. I see it all from my life. I see how one thing being taken can shift a whole person's situation. And I can see how people want to play into that because they think they're going to get more. 44, 40, 444 protection from taking from you. Now imagine people having more than you and still trying to take from you. How do you think God feels about that? Again, with that being said, this is why you're getting these blessings, whatever they are. Because 1, you deserve them. 2, as I said in the beginning, you have been stolen from, received out of your own shit. like I said in the beginning. And 3, because you have to give back. You can't give from an empty cup. So if you are the giver of blessings, you're the giver of miracles, you're the giver of healing, why would you not have to continuously be filled up? You're the only one, God sees you're the only one that's going to give what you are given. So take these things as blessings. Know that you need them. Be grateful. Because even with this energy, what you are receiving, it's not just for you. God gives you divine gifts because the world needs those divine gifts. This is abundance. Yes, Earth Angel. This is why we are given more. It's not for us to hoard and be greedy and be selfish and you don't have this. Nah, God gives so we can continue to give and share the divine wealth in the collective. Okay, anything else, Mosai, you want to say before I go? 46 minutes, that's not bad for us. Anything else? The card literally flipped in my hand. Your season of lack, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like your prayers weren't being answered. Whole time you was over here working, minding your business, doing what you were being called to do. It's all going to pay off. It's going to pay off. Okay? And these people that were trying to project loss and lack and poverty and, have you kicked out of your home and kicked out of spaces and kicked out of groups and kicked out of organizations, look what they're going to be getting. The same blessings that people don't realize were given to them as blessings because maybe it just comes so naturally. Maybe they were born with a silver spoon, whatever the case may be. They don't realize that they were receiving blessings. They don't realize that what they had, that abundance, that extra, that big ass mansion, that brand new car, all these things, money in the bank, all of that, right? Those were blessings from God. Those were gifts that God gave. They didn't treat them as such. They didn't treat you as such. I heard earlier about the karma. I don't like to talk about karma, but we did see the Wheel of Fortune. And it's different for everybody. It's different for every situation. However long your situation went on with individual parties, whoever those parties may be. This could be friends, family, jobs, whatever, okay? Whatever that situation was, whatever the amount of time that you had to endure, that injustice, is the length of karma that these individuals are going to receive. You hear my phone. So let's just say you had a friend of yours or whatever, ex-friend now, that was doing some